So listen, one of the reasons that I like your Twitter account is because you're funny and entertaining and you talk about a lot of cultural issues that these like old dinosaurs of the Republican Party don't. But you also are insightful about topics like this. So what is your story? I mean, you really do occupy a pretty unique space that I think is really important, this hybrid between culture and politics. Like, what's your background?
So I moved around a lot when I was growing up, and my mother's from New York, and we grew up some in South Florida and Montana and Pennsylvania and Colorado and Maryland and New York and all over. So I was really able to garner a lot of different perspectives from a lot of different people in this country. I had to, you go somewhere, and I was a social person to an extent. I always call myself like an extroverted introvert. I like talking to people, and then I need my refresh period where I just go in and read books and stay by myself. But I met a lot of people, and I talked to a lot of people, and a lot of my friends tended to be older people. When we were in Montana, my best friend was an 80-year-old dude on oxygen. There weren't many people there. So I was able to garner a lot of different perspectives, and I read a lot. I really just immersed myself in different philosophies, different ideas. Sociology really interested me a lot. So I think that had a big impact on my ability to see where other people are coming from. I also went to school for philosophy, so I think that really helped. No matter how much conservatives want to mock liberal arts degrees, it really helped me to see things from all perspectives. And I remember when I first went to school for philosophy, I fell in love with it because I had to write a paper for abortion and against abortion. And there were a lot of people who dropped that class because they couldn't do it, because either they were so pro-life that they couldn't do it, or they were so pro-choice that they couldn't do it. And I was like, I love this. And I don't think enough people consume the materials and the thoughts of people they disagree with, and they don't know how to dismantle these arguments or really relate to people on a certain level.
Yeah, that's interesting. One of the things that I've noticed is that the people who actually are independent-minded, and I'm not talking about independent, like registered independent, but people who think for themselves are people who've read a ton of books. The people who I respect the most, when I ask them this question, they almost always answer that they've read a lot of books, which may explain why the left recognizes this, which is maybe why they have a Marxist lesbian as the president of the American Library Association, because they've realized they need to take over the books if they want to know, if they want to control what's in children's minds.